Greetings, YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel, Hidden Alchemy. My name is Sade. Thank y'all so much for joining. If it's your first time, welcome. And if not, welcome back. For today, we are working on a really nice prenatal sequence for pelvic floor pain as well as hip mobility. So feel free to grab any props if you would like to use them for your practice today. I will definitely be incorporating them into my practice. I have a pillow, so feel free to grab a bolster or a pillow, and then I have 2 blocks as well. So let's go ahead and actually get started in a nice, comfortable seated shape, and preferably cross-legged, just so we could take a moment to really just warm up the lower body, start to open up the hips, and warm up the spine. Let's take a full breath. Inhale, sweep and extend your arms all the way out and up. Really feel yourself grow tall, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, let it all go. Release into your practice. One more, just like that. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, place your palms on your knees and let's just start to do a little bit of circles with the upper body just to warm up our body before our practice today. And feel free to start to move your pelvis around clockwise, counterclockwise as well. Notice how your body is feeling today. Notice how your hips, your pelvis is feeling. And throughout our entire class, I really invite you to notice any change in your body without judgment, without critique. Really just holding a safe space for you and for baby. And if you were rolling towards one side, go ahead, start to switch, move it around. Maybe the circles become a little bit bigger. Notice if you're holding on to your breath. We take 2 breaths here. Deep inhale. And exhale. Last breath, everyone. Inhale. And then exhale it out. All right, let's go ahead and start to move into our tabletop shape. So shoulders are going to gather over your wrists, hips above your knees. Knees can open out about hip width distance. And we're going to do that same movement. So this time you're going to roll your hips around clockwise and counterclockwise. And what this does is this helps to release any tension in the hips, in the pelvic floor, in the sacrum. It really helps to make space. And notice if you were rolling your hips around one way, start to roll them around the opposite direction. Maybe you add some head circles. Really start to make this nice and intuitive, nice and connective and intimate with your body. We take a full breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's take a moment and come into our child's pose. Option to use your pillow or bolster for a nice restful child's pose. So for that, open your knees out as wide as you can. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Reach and extend the arms forward. And then maybe just gently rock the hips from side to side. Side to side, making space. Feel your sit bones open out away from each other. And really focusing your energy towards your lower body, towards your pelvis, towards your groin, your hips. We take a full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Start to roll everything up. We're back in table. Place your bolster or your pillow towards the side. And then from here, step your right foot out towards the right side of your mat. Both palms can place on the inside. Option to incorporate your blocks for this one. And from here, just start to shift your hips forward. And we're going to continue that same circular shape. So shift your hips forward, and then maybe you roll the hips around. You move the hips towards the left, shift it back forward. Right? Really find a nice, comfortable circular shape that works for you. So maybe it's a large circle, maybe it's a smaller circle. But the point of this one is we really want to make some space, this time in our hip flexor, so our left front hip flexor, our inner thigh, groin. And take a full breath. Maybe you can straighten your right leg, getting into your hamstring and your inner thigh a bit. Then you rebend your right knee, shifting forward. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Now from here, we'll come into our lizard. So feel free to stay here, or if you would like to lower down onto your forearms, option to go ahead and incorporate your blocks as well. Really leaning into using props as a way to further assist you to get deeper into your body, protecting your body, protecting baby. Notice where you're feeling tension. Feel free to open your right toes on a slight diagonal. And if you even want to gently press on your right knee to open the hips a little bit further, go right ahead. Deep breath, inhale. We're almost there. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, come back up onto your wrist. Gently place your block towards the side because we will use it for our next sequence. And then you're going to step your right foot back. Let's move towards our left side. The left foot towards the left outer edge of your mat, or left corner of your mat, I should say. Both palms on the inside. And then start to shift the hips forward and around, making circular shapes. And I forgot to mention, as we breathe through our body, feel free to make any sounds. Maybe it's an HA as you exhale, or an HM. When we make these vibrations with our voice, they also help to unlock any areas of our body where we might be feeling tense. So focus the vibration on your voice towards your hips, your hip flexors, your hamstrings. Option to also straighten your left leg as you shift forward and extend back. We take a full breath, inhale and exhale. Let's come into our lizard. So option 2, bring your block lower down and breathe into the left side. And you can peel your toes on a slight diagonal, gently press your left knee to open the hip a little bit further. And when you found a sweet spot that works for you, try to hold it for an extra breath. Deep breathing, inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, start to come back up onto your wrist. If you lower it down, place your block towards the side, and then step your left foot back. From your tabletop, let's go ahead, tuck all 10 toes under, lift your hips, press your hips high, your right in your down dog. And down dog is a great way to stretch the back of your body, so feel free to paddle out your heels, bend one knee at a time or both. Shake your head no, shake it yes. And take a full breath, inhale. Through the mouth, HA. One more time, inhale. Through the mouth, HA. Now from here, feel free to place both blocks towards the top of your mat. We're going to move into a quick sequence. So from your down dog, go ahead, step your right foot forward, option to come up onto your blocks. Here, place both palms on your blocks to give your upper body an extra lift. You're going to keep your back heel lifted. Let's rise all the way up for high lunge. Take a moment to find your balance, find your stance. Feel free to add a slight bend to your back knee to help you stabilize. We take a full breath here. Inhale and exhale. Let's then open it out to warrior 2. So chest and hips face the side, right heel in the center of your left foot. Go ahead, press both shoulders down. Feel that opening of your chest. And then sit an inch lower in the lunge for that opening of your hips here. Deep breathing. Inhale into your right hip. And exhale. We move into flying warrior. You're going to rise all the way up to standing. Pivot your right toes in, lengthen the spine, and let's come into our goddess squat. So for that, you're going to peel your toes out on a slight diagonal, bend your elbows, palms face forward, and breathe into the hips, into the upper body. Feel free if you want to add some movement. You can place both palms on your hips and just gently rock the hips from side to side. We can go back to that circular motion that we've been working on from the beginning of class. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Now when you are ready, come all the way back up to flying warrior, rise up to stand. And we meet right back in our warrior two. This time moving into our reverse warrior. Flip your palm, sweep your right arm up and over. See if you can sit an inch lower in the lunge. That's going to help to stretch the right side body. Option to bind your back hand. Full breath. Inhale here. And exhale. Beautiful. Everyone release both palms down. You're back in your low lunge. And then from here, you're going to step your left foot forward. You're in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Take a full breath. Keep a bend in your knees. Start to roll all the way up. Sweep your arms out and up as you arrive. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Release. Palms on your block. Inhale. Lift up for your half lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Plant both palms on your mat. Step it back. Come into your tabletop. We'll do 2 cat-cows. Inhale, open up for cow. Exhale, let it go for cow. Again, inhale, open for cow. Feel the sit bones peel away from each other. Exhale, let it go for cat. Bring the sit bones in. Come back to a neutral spine. Reach the crown of your head forward. Tuck your toes. We're in down dog. Take a breath. Inhale. Through the mouth, let it go. From down dog, go ahead, step your left foot forward. Come right back into your low lunge. So back heel stays lifted, palms on your blocks. From here, we rise up to high lunge. Sweep your arms and chest high, palms face each other. Take a moment to adjust. Wiggle out your fingers, soften your shoulders down your back. We take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. We open it out, warrior two. Chest and hips face the side. Make sure the left heel is in the center of your right foot. And then go ahead, sit an inch lower in the lunge. Really start to feel that expansion of the left side of your hip. We take a full breath here. Full inhale as you lengthen and reach. And exhale. Rise all the way up, flying warrior. Pivot your left toes in. Really feel your spine lengthen. And let's come back into our goddess squat. You're going to bend both of your knees. Make sure your toes are peeled out on a slight diagonal. And then option here, if you want something deeper, feel free to interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull, expanding the heart space. Option to also come back into those circular shapes with the hips. So rolling the hips around clockwise, counterclockwise. Taking a full and deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. From here, let's come all the way back up into flying. Rise up to stand. Open it out, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, flip your left palm. Sweep and extend the left arm up and over, stretching the left side. Option to bind your right hand, sit an inch lower, deep breath. And then exhale, let it go, low lunge. Place your palms on your blocks. From there, step your right foot forward, your right back in your forward fold. Keeping a bend in your knees, go ahead, inhale, start to roll up. Reach your arms out and up. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, place your palms on your mat. We come back into tabletop. We do 2 cat-cows. Inhale, open up for cow. Feel the sit bones expand away. Exhale, bring the sit bones in for cat. Last one, inhale, open up for cow. And exhale, let it go for cat. We come back to a neutral spine. Take a moment, come into your child's pose, shift the hips back, reach your arms forward. Notice the hips. Maybe you gently rock from side to side. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, start to roll all the way up. Let's prepare for our half pigeon. So from here, you have your blocks close by and you have your pillow or your bolster. You would like to incorporate them. Let's start with the right side. Step your right foot forward. You're gonna release your knee and shin down. Option to sit on top of a block here. That'll help you to square your hips off a little bit further so they're comfortable. And then you also have that option to use your pillow or your bolster for a little extra cushion and support. Wherever you are, take a moment. Now, if this feels uncomfortable, you always have that option for figure 4 on your back. So you can always go ahead, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, pull your knee in, and you can just release right here. Whatever feels comfortable and supportive in your body. Notice if you're holding your breath, take a nice exhale to release. Now a deep breath, inhale. And through the mouth, let it go. Notice if you're clenching or holding the breath. Full breath, inhale. And exhale. When you are ready, whether you are on your back or if you are in your half pigeon, start to make your way into your left side. So you can move from tabletop, you can come into down dog if that feels supportive. Go ahead, step your left foot forward, release your left knee down. Option to use your block, your bolster. And then notice if this side feels a little different. Maybe you can come into figure 4 if that shape feels good in your body. And taking a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. And when you are ready, if you lower it down, gently come up onto your fingertips or come up onto your palms. Let's make our way into our final down dog. Tuck your toes. If you're laying on your back, no need. Allow yourself the space to just be comfortable. But if you're in your final down dog, go ahead, bend one knee at a time, both. And when you are finished, release down, come into your final child's pose, hips towards your heels, expanding the hips one more time before we conclude class. Giving gratitude to your body, giving gratitude to baby for flowing with you today. Take a full breath, inhale, and exhale. And when you are ready, slowly start to roll all the way up, taking your time. And that is all we have for today's class. So much gratitude, everyone, for tuning in for our prenatal for pelvic and hip pain. Feel free to do this as many times as you need, and hopefully you feel really good in the lower body after doing this sequence. Thank y'all for tuning in with me, and I cannot wait to see you for our next video.